Brandon, we talked about, and I love the acronym, the CBDC. People always like CBD because CBD is marijuana. So CBDC, Brandon, let us know what it is, where we're going with it. And I think it scares the shit out of you because it scares the hell out of me. Let us know. Can I stop that, please? Like, it's annoying and distracting. Go ahead, Brandon.
Yeah, so there's no situation in the earth, on the world, that's more concerning to this than this is to me, because it's the ultimate situation where we're giving up control if we let this happen. Because, so for instance, the Bank of International Settlements, like the Federal Reserve for the world, they're saying that over 90% of central banks in the world are going to be implementing this within the next 5 years. So basically what it is, it's a programmable version of money that makes you be able to receive or have money taken away from you based on certain conditions that you meet. So if you have buying patterns that are looked on favorably by the government, then you get money. They want to do social welfare with this, or they want to penalize you if you have spending habits that they're against. So, you drive a smart car or electric car, then, you get a tax credit, you get extra money. If you drive a diesel truck, then you have money taken away from you. Today's sponsor is American Hartford Gold. Guys, I've always been a huge fan of gold. Let me tell you why. Governments around the world are actively creating a central bank digital currency. The Bank of International Settlements says 93% of central banks are working on one, and 18% plan having one in the near future. That is why I'm proud to mention our sponsor, American Hartford Gold. American Hartford Gold will ship physical gold and silver directly to your door, or they can set you up with a gold IRA and a 100% free IRA rollover, free storage, maintenance, and insurance for up to 3 years. They'll show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. American Hartford Gold has earned a 5-star rating from thousands of reviews and an A+ from the Better Business Bureau. Tell them I sent you, and they'll give you up to $5,000 of free silver on your first order. Click the link in the description or call 866-430-9194. Again, that's 866-430-9194, or text ACETO to 65532. So they want to mainstream this in a global way. That's the standard money for the entire world. They're working on the infrastructure for that right now.
So right now, and you said, Brandon, what's the percentage of banks?
Over 90% of central banks are working on a plan to have it done by within the next 5 years. So
Chase, all these huge, JP Morgan, all these.
Well, central banks, so like the banks for the banks, the Federal Reserve is like the bank of banks of the U.S.
Yeah.
So every country has that.
Oh, wow.
So those banks are working on making that their money system.
So Brandon, no cards, no nothing. It's just gonna be your. Because mind you, I went to Whole Foods the other day. I don't know. Have you been there lately? It's the scanner, the thing, your credit card, and then all of a sudden I saw just palm, and the lady there was like, good. I go, I'm not giving you my palm. I go, how do you know it's me? She goes, no, we'll just charge you. How do you know what the?
That actually gets into something crazy too that just launched. So the creator of ChatGPT, the guy who created that, Sam Altman, he created this new company a month ago called Worldcoin, where they're paying people money to let you scan your eyeball.
In Algeria, where was it? Somewhere in Africa?
They're trying to do it in like Kenya or something.
Kenya or Africa, yeah.
Let's try it out on them. But even they're freaked out by it.
$16, they scan your eye.
They say if something's free, you're the product. So if they're paying you to take it, then what's the situation then? It's worse than you're the product. You're a victim.
Oh my God.
That's the next step. But past having a card that's like using something on your body to make payments or to have money taken away from you.
But they were saying at the airport, you know what Clear is, right?
Yeah.
They've been doing this for a hot minute.
Yeah.
So I'm saying like
what's Clear?
Clear is where they scan your eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I fly a lot. I've never seen that.
So so you can bypass everybody and go right in there. So I'm saying what ChatGPT is doing is what they've already been doing with Clear for a hot minute. And I actually think I did it. So
I know. I did Clear.
It would be convenient because there is an upside to it's nice to use a credit card instead of cash, but or a debit card instead of cash. But what are you giving up in return for that? And it'll be easy to use your body to not have to is my wallet on me? Just walk around be able to scan your freaking arm or something to buy something.
But see how these guys are critics. These guys, both of you guys said that you guys both went with the Clear program, right?
Yeah.
So you traded privacy for ease of convenience, and you guys are actually people that pay attention to shit, and you're skeptical. So just imagine the everyday person who's not skeptical and who doesn't question things. It's a no-brainer for them to sign up for things like these.
100%.
Yeah, and I think the fact that they're making it easier, it's convenience.
Yes.
You're gonna give up the security part of it because you're like, dude, I have people's attitudes because dude, in Revelations, the mark of the beast, say what you want. I'm not going religious right now, But they said this in the Bible back then. There will be a mark in your body that's going to be used for money and currency. I'm like, and you want to talk about people that wrote about Trump in 1800? This shit's in the Bible from way back when, and it's starting to come out now. And I think about it. I know people that I've asked that were always like, "You're never gonna put it." Are you? Now they're just like, dude, if everybody's doing it and they're implementing it slowly, Brandon. This is number one, hand palm, and then it's gonna go.
And just a quick stat to really hit this home is that the institutions talking about this represent 95% of global GDP. So that's like over $150 trillion worth of countries going full steam ahead with this. So that's what we're up against in the sense of the momentum.
Brandon, is there, so because you're saying 90% of world banks are doing it, it looks like this train isn't stopping. Is there a fight to happen against it with the people or Congress, or I think I saw something about
I'm so glad you brought that up. I actually forgot to bring that. So Congress, there was a bill that just got brought up of them signing a bill trying to proactively prevent a CBDC from taking form. So I think Senator Toomey proposed it, and then a few other Republicans are getting on board, but they need the Senate to get it passed. And the Senate's still
they're Democrat, right?
Yeah,
and they're wearing shorts.
But I mean, those are the people that are pushing it.
Well, because they like control, and they like to give people money, and that's the whole sell of this thing. Is they're saying we need to increase financial inclusion, we need to make it easier to have government-to-person payments, and that sounds nice to a lot of people because a lot of people are struggling and would love to get government money.
Dude, and Brandon, let's be honest with each other. If our government could treat us and act us like if we were China, they would. Are you freaking kidding me? If you went to the government, the Congress, and all these people, you're like, hey, listen, guys. We're gonna make this happen to where these guys will be basically communists. That's what they're trying to do, bro. Your freedom, your speech, your money, your everything. They want control.
I think all these stories tie together now because you saw what Russell Brand had going on.
Yep.
And then if they could control his money, they could only control his YouTube, they shut it off. They control his agency, they got him off his agency. If they could turn off the money too, they would just go, and he's done completely.
And they set precedent for that a few years ago. Think about how many people got debanked with all the, whether it was like protesting in Canada or stuff with the Jan 6 stuff. They cut people right off from their banks. Even Trump, I think, got cut off from a few banks.
There's people that they can't use a certain bank anymore. Chase Bank won't hold their account. And they didn't do anything illegal or wrong, but they're just like, no, we don't want to be social. I think the MyPillow guy can't go to Chase Bank.
They did it with Tate, his Uber, his Airbnb.
Yeah.
Bro, it's a concerted effort. When people talk about Rob, and that fifth generation warfare, it's not a head. People always, me included, we always want to know who's the guy at the top, who's the Wizard of Oz, who's the person behind the curtain. It's not one dude.
No.
It's a conglomerate. It's an umbrella of people that they don't speak every day.
But Vinny, tell me this: if you refuse service to a gay guy trying to get a wedding cake, it becomes a Supreme Court case.
Yeah.
But then they just kick you off of a platform, and you're like, "Will someone help me?" And there's nobody there to help you.
people's feelings.
Feelings nowadays are more paramount than actual
freedom.
Fact or law or freedom. But so Brandon, is there any hope? Because I think once that happens, it's game over. They win because what are you going to do when they say, hey guys, just FYI, you can only eat one steak a month. Why do you think Bill Gates and all these scumbags are buying up all this farmland? China is buying more farmland here. They own more farmland than I think anybody else. Bill Gates
by military bases.
Very weird. Very weird. And by the way, China, if you don't think Joe Biden is compromised, bro, Ukraine can do whatever the hell they want. Zelensky is flying here. This is a great point, Rob. I think we talked about on the podcast. Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, is flying here next week to meet with Chuck Schumer at the White House. And who's the other guy that freezes up?
McConnell.
Mitch McConnell. You know why? Because
Glitch McConnell.
Yeah, Glitch McConnell. He's coming here because there's 24 billion. That was funny, right, Kel?
I wish I thought of that one, man.
There's $24 billion that we were supposed to give him. Brady, think about the gall. Think about this. $24 billion that the Republicans are holding up. He's getting on a plane from a war country, flying here to meet with them. They're like, where the hell's that money? You realize what that is? That's like me, Rob, going to come into your house with you and your wife and go, hey, Rob, you gave me a gift before for money and I used it and it really helped me out. You said you were going to give me more. Where the hell's it at? And he's coming to your house. Are you freaking kidding me?
That'd be like you owing money to a friend of yours from 15 years ago.
Yeah, Brady, you scumbag.
Hey,
So you fly to Florida
when
to
you
get it.
drinking?
Hey,
it's odd and I saw this, and this is total down the rabbit hole.
I love holes and rabbits. Go.
Let's go there.
When you look at Iraq,
Yeah.
Halliburton, the rebuilding of Iraq and Afghanistan after the invasions by the United States
Gold mine.
after 9/11, it became a gold mine.
Yeah.
What I'm seeing now is the push for all of this funding to go to Ukraine isn't for the war against Russia.
No.
It's to secure interests following the war when we need to rebuild that country with green energy. And who are going to get those contracts? Military contractors from the United States to go in and rebuild that land. So that's where you're like, well, how is this money laundering? It's right in front of your eyes. You're giving them money to fund a war. After that war is fought, you're then going in and rebuilding that country that you funded to get destroyed.
And which they're trying to do is in Ukraine, it's all going to be 15-minute cities. So that's
All-
where a
all
lot
the
of that's
fast-
where that money's going. That's where it's going. Supposedly because there's the war is going on, but everything that they're demolishing is all going to be 15-minute
And you know
cities.
why people will give into it? Ease of convenience. It goes right back to the
But you know
CDB.
what's even crazier is like if you look around, like I've lived in a city, the convenience is pretty nice.
It is.
Gym's right here, food right here. You live in a little tiny bubble. People don't even know they live in a bubble anymore. You know what I mean?
Dude, they're gonna sell you that. That's how they're gonna sell. They're gonna sell it to you. They're gonna say, listen, doesn't it suck
I got
when
the
your
chip
car-
in my hand. No, I'm sorry.
Doesn't it suck when a car ATM? Okay, dude. Now just grab your phone. You tap it, dude. Listen, it's a chip. Trust me, the FDA is approved. Nothing's gonna happen. It's gonna be, dude. The cell phone. Do you want to carry this? Now it'll be in here.
Yep.
You could just be on the phone and be like, oh, hold on, somebody else is calling. Mom, I can't. Mom, I can't. And you're back. I'm
Yep.
telling you,
Yep.
glasses will have a screen. The future is scary, bro.
Yeah.
It's really, really scary.
Or it's convenient.
But no, they're gonna sell you on convenience, but I don't think we give in. I think we hold firm.